but I think it's so impressive. I'd love to have you speak. We have some of the greatest people on earth in business, ExxonMobil, and they could say a couple of words also, but this is a very big investment, you can see, and I'd love to have them speak so that you could hear it as well as me. So please,
as you can see on the map, we exist in 250 assets in 18 different states. This spans the whole energy value chain from gas development, production, exploration, distribution, and liquefaction, LNG terminals, energy infrastructure.
The money that they're spending, they will be spending in the United States over a period.
Our current investments are 70
Right.
billion. We committed 370 billion over the next 10 years, leading to 440 billion by 2035.
$440 billion.
This will have an annual GDP impact of $29 billion US, and it will support 470,000 jobs. This is what AC1G was created for. It's an internationally dedicated investment company focused on the energy value chain. The US has become an absolute imperative when it comes to our investment strategy. We're investing across the value chain of gas, specialty chemicals, energy infrastructure, as well as low carbon solutions. And here, this is just an example of how great and how well cemented and deeply rooted the existing relationship with the US.
ExxonMobil is right here.
Exxon is investing with us here in the UAE, and we're also investing with them in the US, Occidental Petroleum and EOE. And I'd like to, Mr. President, with your permission, just to give them the
Occidental
opportunity.
Petroleum. This is the most powerful woman in the petroleum business. That's what they tell me. I don't know. What do I know?
So our partners have committed in new investments worth $60 billion in upstream oil and gas, as well as new unconventional opportunities. Please.
Well, Mr. President, we're obviously the largest, ExxonMobil, the largest investor in oil and gas in the United States. We're also a large investor in the United Arab Emirates. ADNOC is a strategic partner of ours globally. We look at it as the best of both. Exxon brings the technology and the global experience. ADNOC had a deep capability set. The best of the both is the way we're developing businesses.
Great job you're doing.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
Thank you.
The U.S. appreciates it.
With Exxon, Mr. President, we're proud to present you with Marpax. This is a drop of the highest quality, lightest crude, highest API, lowest carbon intensity ever used. That's just a drop, and this is what we both produce. Sorry.
Howard, how are you? See you.
So this is one drop of oil. Now they think I'm happy with that. This is the highest quality oil there is on the planet, and they only gave me a drop.
Way to go,
Can you imagine? But anyway, but it's tremendous what you're doing.
Globally recognized benchmark.
It's going to be great. Yep, I know that very well. Everybody knows that. Excellent. Thank you very much. Congratulations.
I'll see you.
Thank you very much. You want to say who you are?
Yeah, Jacob representing EOG Resources. We're excited to get a concession, first of its kind for unconventional oil resources here in Abu Dhabi, partnering with ADNOC, leading energy company in the world. We're very excited to be here. We appreciate the opportunity.
Sorry, I can't see on that side.
I think it'll be a beginning of a long-term strategic partnership with both companies. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for the investment, too.
I'm Vicki Holland with Occidental Petroleum, and we've been here 25 years, and together with ADNOC, we took on one of the most difficult projects here in the UAE, and that was to build the largest ultra-sour gas processing plant in the world in the middle of the desert, where it took 43,000 people at the peak of construction. We had to build a small city for that, and we built it on time and on budget because of the strength of the ADNOC technical capabilities along with ours. But now we're going to take that technical expertise, we're going to expand that plant from the 1 BCF a day that it was. We've already expanded it to 1.4, and now we're going to take it up to 1.8 times that. So So that technology is going well for us, and we've been highly successful with it. The next technology that we'll partner with ADNOC on is in the United States. It's our direct air capture facility that will take CO2 out of the atmosphere and use that CO2 in our oil reservoirs to enhance our production and extend the energy independence of the United States.
And the profits all go to the United States, and also the firms used to do the building, most of them, a lot of them, and the equipment purchased is made in the United States. So it's been an amazing relationship. And we have a few others that we're going to show you also, but this has been great. Congratulations. It's a great job. Scott, do you have anything to say? And Howard?
This has been an incredible trip in terms of bringing foreign direct investment into the U.S. and solidifying our position with our partners, and seeing you with these leaders over the past 3 days has been an incredible experience, and it's going to enhance the partnership and grow the U.S. economy. So peace and prosperity.
But I only got one drop, right? One drop.
But it's high quality.
We're working on a barrel.
We'll send you a bottle. We'll send you a bottle.
So the AI industrial revolution is coming to the world, and it needs power. And so our focus is going to be to dramatically increase the power production in America. We're going to bring our partners with us. We're going to do it together, and we're going to try to double the power and capacity of the United States of America under your leadership. So this is incredibly exciting.
Well, you saw what was presented last night, and there's nothing like that anywhere in the world, and the United States is the big beneficiary, and now they're also moving into many sites like what you saw last night, and actually, it'll actually even be bigger. And we have many of those already committed and going forward. Some of them have already started, and we've gotten their permits in record time. Otherwise, it would be years and years waiting. Their permits are already gotten. In fact, a couple of them that you know very well, the biggest in the business, said, we can't believe it. We have a permit to build an electric plant, and we got it in very short order. So it's really been amazing. And we're going to go through a list of a couple of different groups, and you're going to see some incredible investment going back into the U.S. Okay, this will be healthcare.
See you again.
Nice to see you.
My colleague Tom, you know him? Even clinic.
Yes, go good.
Mike from Oracle.
Say hello to Larry.
Exactly.
He's great. Say hello.
Great partner. Linus,
Couldn't we let them come over here?
of course. Please,
Might as well, I think. Yeah. Why don't you stand right here where you can see?
let's bring the press closer.
You want to get over here, Marty? When you see Marty, they get scared. Marty's a symbol of longevity. Marty's been here for a while. You knew I was a good real estate guy. Yeah, you could come over here. Go ahead if you like. We'll show you the individual. Bring the camera over here. Is that okay, Doug?
Absolutely, sir. Thank you, Marty. Where's the full camera? I'll bring him right here in the middle.
Yeah.
Where's your full camera, Peter? Full camera. CBS, where are you?
Wait 1 second, Russ. We'll get that. We're going to go through
Right here.
Yes.
Right here, Harry. Right here. Come on in. Good morning. All right, sir.
So this is very interesting on healthcare, and if you could take it away.
Yes, sir. To pick up from my colleague Dr. Sultan just now about the energy.
Yeah.
In the UAE, we changed the formula of Einstein of E equals to MC squared to E equals to I. Energy equals to intelligence. And last night, you unveiled an amazing project, the largest intelligence factory to be built outside the United States. And we believe the best use case of intelligence, AI, is in healthcare. As much as we follow our colleague Elon Musk going to the outer space, we believe the inner space of humanity need to be better explored. And that's why healthcare is so critical. If you allow me, Mr. President. Here's a brief overview of what we together with our U.S. partners, the company was the most intelligent healthcare systems. Intelligent means it's low cost and high quality, equal access for all. So we have linked all the hospitals and ecosystem of healthcare, including providers, patients, and payers, in a single network. So all the data is in one single place. No paperwork everywhere, wherever we go. We already are applying AI from medical imaging to doctor dictation across all hospitals in the U.S. And $4.5 billion numbers of clinical and insurance records are consolidated. Most importantly, we have the largest genomics program in the world, bigger than UK government. Almost 1 million people have been sequenced.
So this is going to make a tremendous difference on health. You're just going to find out what's wrong with somebody a lot quicker.
100%.
That's good.
You know, we invented a large language model. It unlocked the secret of human thinking and communications. Now we need to build a large biology model. Because our biology is different language than English, Russian, or any other language. This is a new AI platform we're building with our American partners.
I was just going to introduce Cleveland Clinic is here, and a gentleman from Morocco representing Larry Ellison and Food. Larry's he's a great guy, great man actually. And you have the best partners, and again, they're working here, they're U.S. companies, and it's all ultimately coming back to the U.S., and they'll be doing even bigger versions of this. This is a real pioneering thing, and so many good things are going to come out of AI, but most of you haven't seen yet, but the number of plants being built in the United States is at a level that nobody can even imagine. And the big ones, right? The really big ones. And what we showed last night was fantastic. That was great. Great honor. With a great leader in this country. So, go ahead. Would you like to say something?
Yes. Tommy Heinrich from Cleveland Clinic. What you can see here, since 2008, there was just a small island in the desert. In 2025, this is the Cleveland Clinic in Abu Dhabi.
Some difference,
Yeah. 4 million square foot facility that has transformed healthcare in this part of the world. So now, 10 years since the opening, it has become the best hospital here in the region, and people from the region, from all over the place, come to experience the best of U.S. healthcare that is available here in the United States.
And AI is going to really take it over, right?
And AI is going to enter into the new era, where this is going to get even better, scalable, and then available to people in the United States as well as here in the UAE and ultimately all over the world. And that's why the collaboration with Oracle is so important.
Two great U.S. companies benefiting, and it comes back to our country. And they're doing things like this, and even at a bigger level. Go ahead. Yes.
Yeah, thank you very much. It's a tremendous honor to partner with the Cleveland Clinic and G42. This AI platform that we're rolling out in the United States and in Abu Dhabi here at the Cleveland Clinic is not just about making it a little bit better. It's about making things dramatically better, reinventing healthcare, reinventing the technology around healthcare, and bending the cost curve down when people get sick by knowing what's wrong with them far more quickly, and then perhaps even more importantly, keeping them from getting sick in the first place. And the answer is aggregating all of this data. And again, we're just honored, and thank you, Mr. President, for all the support to make this possible.
I'm just thinking, we have a president of the United States doing the selling. You think Biden would be doing it? I don't think so. But it's so important. I think I have to be a cheerleader for our country. That's why our country is doing so well. And it's people like this that make it work, and we appreciate it. Great job at Cleveland Clinic. Say hello to Larry. And now we'll take a look at aviation.
oil water products and services that are coming from the USA with our partners like Boeing, RTX, and other world-class partners from the USA. One of the most important things that this is going to infuse more than $60 billion worth of capital and create jobs, over 12,000 jobs in the USA. That's right. We're glad with this relationship. It's been an impressive relationship with Etihad and Boeing and GE. And Mr. President, we are also doubling our capacity and our fleet with Boeing from 57 to nearly 100 aircraft. And we just reached the deal also with Boeing so far, and it's been an incredible relationship. Maybe you want to say some few words, Stephanie?
Kelly's doing good. Kelly's been here for a couple of days. It's very good.
Mr. President, our backbone aircraft is actually Boeing. And it is, Mr. President, and it tells you a lot about the relationship that we have with the U.S. company. And our CEO also.
You buy mostly Boeing?
Yes, sir.
Completely Boeing?
The backbone, over 70% of Boeing.
It's just my opinion, but Boeing makes the best plane. And they've had some headaches over the last few years, but they make the best plane, and you see what's happening. And it's not the only case, but a lot of people are ordering the Boeing jets, and they're gearing up. And I think it's going to be one of the great stories. And the General Electric engine is phenomenal. The big body General Electric engine is phenomenal. So it's great to see. Thank you. So you focus on Boeing then?
Yes. And
technology and 20% less fuel. Really, really important in terms of efficiency and
I heard it's a hot engine.
so it's a very hard exercise.
That's good. 20% less fuel, that sounds good.
Mr. President, we
How
have
many engines will they be buying then, ultimately?
about 100.
And are they the biggest engines at this point?
The 777X, yes.
That's the biggest one. That's the one we're hearing about.
And it's an amazing plane. I'm really excited to.
They had a breakthrough GE on engines. Their big engine is the hottest engine there is. It's through the roof. And General Electric, you talk about a comeback. General Electric has made one of the great comebacks, and it's both in healthcare and other things. But on your engine, I think that's really maybe the greatest story of them all. They came out with a way to make a better engine with 20% less fuel, and that's a tough combination. So congratulations. I was with Larry yesterday, and he's done a fantastic job.
And great customer service.
Yeah.
Which is very important.
Yeah. It's true.
It's not only selling the engine, but keeping the engine running. That's extremely important.
You can be proud of yourselves. So a tremendous investment being made in the United States by this group and this airline. And they don't need financing. Subject to financing. They don't say subject to financing. They have no problem. So thank you very much. What a great honor.
Come here, please. Here, you can see.
The first airline is we have the PGA Championship going on there right now. So today we will hurry up and you get some food.
And also, the President has and is the only first facility in Asia and Middle East. And so far we've been passing through clearance over 1 million passengers.
A lot of other people are looking for that.
I'm very proud to have this relationship with the USA, and it's added a lot of value to our airline. And finally, Mr. President, we just signed also the naming rights of the New York City Football Club by Etihad.
Oh, good.
And we are spending over $800 million.
So where is in Queens? I know the area. It's quite interesting. I grew up in Queens. I know the area. Oh, that's cool. That's where they used to fix the cars. A lot of other things got fixed there. That's a great site. So how many people are there? 25,000. Is that primarily for summer?
Yeah, they'll be concerts.
have the World Cup coming, and we have World Cup coming, and we have the Olympics coming over the next couple of years. That's great. We got another. You're going to do great with this. I know this location. See, you were born here. Yes. Thank you. Good location. Yeah. Thank you. Congratulations.
Peace.
You good? Here's a big, very special project. Please, go ahead. So, investing $4 billion in Oklahoma, Doug. So if you want to move after you finish with the camera stuff, get a part-time job. I don't think you're going to be giving up the camera. Go ahead. That's good. So what percentage will that be of the market in the U.S.? That's good. So how much will you be spending in the U.S. to make your plans bigger? Right, no, but for the expansion. See, they're doing all of this work in the U.S. with the aluminum. They do a lot of aluminum here, but if they do it here, they have to pay a big tariff to send it in. So you know what they're doing? They're building a big plant in the U.S. There's no tariff.
We're exporting 700,000 tons, and now we're going to make it in the U.S.
No, that's exactly. We're going to make it in the U.S. now, so it's amazing. It's great.
Mr. President, there's 4,000 jobs.
You know the sad part? Whoever's next president, let's just say whoever's the next president is going to say, what a great job they did. Look, I built all these plants, I built all these factories.
You're going to finish it fast.
Look at that. Now, can you imagine? I'll be sitting home, who the hell knows where I'll be, and I'll say, I did that, and everyone will say, but somebody's going to be cutting a ribbon, and, well, we're going to be finished long before that. But somebody's going to be taking the credit for this. You remember, press. This guy did it. Go ahead.
You're going to get us. We're going to go fast. Get us across.
Go fast. They're going to go fast. So it's high end. This is all high end.
This is premium.
How do you define premium? Where do they use premium aluminum? What kind of
Industries.
engines? That's fantastic.
That's where the end of it. That's what you Chris. Because one of the byproducts of aluminum production is a critical thing called gallium. Gallium is incredibly important to our defense products.
You do the Patriot.
Yes, sir.
The Patriot missile here.
And so for the range that's required, search area that's required, you need gallium. So what this does is it ensures you have space. This is done in very few places in the world, and we need to make sure that it's plentiful and available to us.
How much aluminum is used in the Patriot missile?
very important all around. The galleon in particular to the incredible defense system.
How do you define galleon? How do you define it? Galleon, most people don't know.
Yes, we're
A rare earth metal.
yeah.
It can come from many locations, I would imagine. Right.
Can today it's been brought to the point China so we can make sure we continue to have access to it for our defense system. That pipeline comes up.
Yeah, a little bit comes out.
When will you be finished with this?
Probably in another couple of years.
2 years.
We'll go for an incredible high-powered radar. Yeah. Our allies, galleon.
That's great. You have to find other locations.
Absolutely.
You do have to find other locations.
Mr. President, Tulsa with the governor.
Yeah.
Great ground over there.
It's great. It's a great place. So I won Oklahoma. They have 77 counties. And I won all 77 3 times in a row. Second was Ronald Reagan. He won 56 of the 77. I won all 77. So you better behave.
I will. I will.
I'm not to buy you aluminum. No, it's a great company, great. But you see the big investment that's being made in building a massive plant, expanding and building a massive aluminum plant in Oklahoma. I love Oklahoma. That's something. 77 out of 76. All 3 times. So, great. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. We have one more. Thank you. Great job. Thank you, sir.
Yes, I see it.
Partnership between the United States of America and the United Arab Emirates. Starts off, our culture drives our aspirations and ambitions. Harnesses our heritage to shape the future across borders. The Adyad Cultural District is a district that celebrates global culture. It is one of the greatest concentrations of cultural institutions. It consists, Mr. President, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the Louvre Abu Dhabi, the Sheikh Zayed National Museum, the Natural History Museum Abu Dhabi, Team Lab Phenomena, and the Abrahamic Family House.
That is fantastic. Whoa. That is fantastic.
You can see that short.
Good. Whoa.
Mr. President, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi, the largest Guggenheim to date. If we take the Guggenheim in New York, Mr. President, it fits in one gallery, the Guggenheim Abu Dhabi.
So this is the Guggenheim, the largest one by far. And the famous Guggenheim in New York can fit in one galley. And they have, how many galleys do you have?
28 galleries.
28. They have 28. Fits in one. Wow. Who's the architect of this?
Designed by the great Frank Gehry.
Oh, did he do the whole?
Yes, sir.
He did all of it.
Yes, sir.
Frank Gehry is, yeah.
It's just the Guggenheim.
Beautiful.
And, Mr. President, construction will be completed by the end of this year. And we're going to be opening early next year.
Good. That's great.
Mr. President, we have a global collection which includes some of the best American artists. As you can see, the Gilbert Stuart portrait of George Washington resides today at the Louvre Abu Dhabi. It's a phenomenal portrait. And we also have great contemporary artists.
I've been looking for that painting for the Oval Office. I'll bet you'd let me have it for a little while.
Yes, sir.
I know him very well. One word, he'll let me. I'll bet if I send it, you'll give it to me. Okay, go ahead.
Mr. President, Abu Dhabi is the greatest city of music. It's been instilled by UNESCO. We have great American partners with us here. We have Berkeley School of Music that's helped institutionalize music with our educational programs. We just hosted an Abu Dhabi International Jazz Day with Herbie Hancock. Of course, we're partnering with the Grammys, the Recording Academy, for the MENA region. President, Abu Dhabi is the home of entertainment. And to be a home of entertainment, we have partnered with some of the best US partners here. Warner Brothers Abu Dhabi opened its door in 2021. At the time, it was the world's largest indoor theme park. We also opened the first Warner Brothers hotel in Abu Dhabi with great IPs like DC, the Jetsons, Flintstones, Looney Tunes, and Tom and Jerry, and others to come. We've started construction this summer of the first Harry Potter themed land. It's going to be a marvelous place, also all indoor. We also opened, Mr. President, SeaWorld Abu Dhabi, here in Abu Dhabi, and now it's become the world's largest indoor marine life theme park in the world. And of course, working with our good friends from SeaWorld, we've opened the first research and rescue center, first of its kind in the region. And now, Mr. President, is where the magic happens. We just signed a phenomenal deal.
Sure. Just read about it.
Yes, sir. This will bring the magic of Disney to the region and beyond. This is going to be the most technologically advanced park ever built, and it's going to bring the whole new world of imagination to the region. Of course, Mr. President, we love sport, and sport entertains the world. We've also partnered with some of the best American institutions to bring that to the world. Of course, Formula One, that happens every single year in December here in Abu Dhabi. It's the last race, and it brings thousands of visitors from around the world to enjoy the race.
So that will move to this area?
It's currently on Yas Island. It's an island of entertainment that hosts theme parks and many more sports events.
That's a great way to do it. Go ahead.
That first image, Mr. President, with the golf course, that's already built. That's already operational.
Yes, sir. I know you're a fan of the golf courses. The golf course is designed by an American golf architect, Paul Phillips. It's one of the top 50 golf courses around the world. Of course, Mr. President, the UFC are great partners, and everything we do, Mr. President, is about long-term partnerships. We've hosted this partnership since 2010. We've extended it till 2029. We host several fights here in Abu Dhabi. We host a fight night, and we have the championship fight every October. We're also working currently, Mr. President, to having a center of excellence with the UFC here in Abu Dhabi.
Also, we've been investors in the UFC, Mr. President.
And there's nobody better than Dana White.
We made a lot of money with him. He's a good friend of ours. A great investor.
Yes, sir. Mr. President, Jiu-Jitsu is our national sport, and we export Jiu-Jitsu to all over the world. And predominantly, one of our biggest partners is the US, where we host several championships throughout US cities. Last year, we hosted the World Jiu-Jitsu Championships in Dallas. That's a partnership we want to grow. 40 events launched from 2009. Well, Mr. President, sports. Again, we have a fantastic relationship with the National Basketball Association, where we host exhibition games every year here in Abu Dhabi. Thousands of fans from around the world experience this fantastic sport. Since we've partnered with the NBA, there has been a 50% increase in regional participation between young boys and young women. Also, Mr. President, we do sponsorship deals with the Boston Celtics, the New York Knicks, and Madison Square Garden. Of course, you can't go to Yas Island without being a home of entertainment. Last year, we had 111 events, 1.6 million attendees, musical events from all over the world, predominantly from amazing musical artists coming from the United States of America. And of course, to host them moving forward, we're going to host them in the Sphere of Abu Dhabi, similar to the one that's in Vegas, but this is the 2.0 version.
Similar size?
Yes, sir. 22,000.
It's a good one, yeah.
And this will be
It's bigger, I think.
This will be slightly bigger, and the technology will be slightly enhanced. Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. That's amazing. These are all American companies. They're doing very well here. We work together. So it's not only the investment coming in by the hundreds of billions into our country, like you see in Oklahoma, like you see all over many of the jobs with Exxon and Boeing and so many great companies, but we work together, and the money that's made here comes back to us, and many of the contractors, I would imagine, come even for this. They come from here. Plus a lot of the entertainment itself comes here. So it's an incredible thing. Now here's the good news. I've been doing this for 4 days. I leave now and get onto a 42-year-old Boeing. But new ones are coming. New ones are coming. And it's been an incredible 4 days. I want to thank your family. Your family is so unbelievable, the job they've done. And your father has been really incredible. The job they've done here is incredible. And we've made it work. And you know, they were being wooed by others. But there's no more wooing. I think we're in pretty good shape. Absolutely. There's no more wooing. I've been friends with this leaders, three leaders in particular that we saw over the last 3, 4 days, 5 days. And they're great people. They're great people, and they love our country, and we love them. So it's been a tremendous time, and now it's time to go back home. My daughter had a baby. I'm going to go back home and see that little baby. And then we get back to a lot of work. We'll see what happens with Russia and Ukraine. I think it's something that's just, you got to stop the killing. 5,000 people a week. 5,000 young people a week on average being killed in a war that is going nowhere. It's a shame. Should have never happened. But we have other things to do also. Plus we have an Iran situation which we're going to take care of. One way or the other we're taking care of. It'll be taken care of 100%. It'll be done nicely or not nicely. And the not nicely is not a good thing for them. And I think we're talking to them, and I think they've come a long way. So I just want to thank, the media's been very fair, I have to say. And they realize the importance of what we've done here. And it really is, and it's an honor. And it's sort of easy for me because I know the people. I've known them. I've known your father for a lot longer than I've been in politics. Because I did have another life. That was a very good life and a very successful life. But this is something that's really successful because we're doing it for 325 million people. And the United States now is the hottest country anywhere in the world. And you see that even with enlistments, military enlistments setting records. 6 months ago, you couldn't get anybody to go into the military. And so many other things. So we're just doing great. We have probably, I was saying 2 days ago, we have $10 trillion of investment. And now the 10 trillion is probably 12 or 13, I think, Howard. I think we're probably looking at 10 to, now we're looking at 13, maybe $13 trillion. These are numbers that nobody's ever, even you guys, you've never heard of them. These are numbers that nobody's ever heard of.
We're not as big as the United States.
You better not be.
We punch above our weight.
You do. That I agree. That's, you get that big, I'm going to not like you so much. So I want to thank everybody. The media's been great. And we'll see you guys back in Washington, D.C. See you. Even Peter's being nice today.
How's your daughter, sir? Is she well? You had a chance to FaceTime? You get a chance to talk to her?
Yes, I have spoken to her a couple of times. She's doing great. The baby's great. And we'll be seeing them very soon. Very nice. Thank you very much.
You mentioned Russia. Can we ask you a quick question on that?
Yeah.
You said that you didn't expect him to go if you didn't go. The question might be then, when are you going to do it? Why wait? What's the hold-up, so to speak?
I think it's time for us to just do it. I said, they all said Putin was going, and Zelensky was going, and I said, if I don't go, I guarantee Putin's not going. And he didn't go, and I understand that, but we're going to get it. We're going to get it done. We've got to get it done. 5,000 young people are being killed every single week on average, and we're going to get it done.
Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either? Were you surprised when Zelensky didn't show up either?
No, he didn't show up because he heard Putin wasn't going. So.
When do you think you'll meet the president?
As soon as we can set it up. I would actually leave here and go. I do want to see my beautiful grandson. It's a son, and we'll be doing that. But I will tell you that the world is a much safer place right now, and I think in 2 or 3 weeks we can have it be a much, much safer place. We're going to handle a couple of situations that you have here. We have some very serious situations, and we're looking at Gaza, and we got to get that taken care of. A lot of people are starving. There's a lot of bad things going on. Okay? Thank you all very much, and in particular.
Thank you, sir. Always a pleasure.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Press is holding.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Appreciate you, sir. Okay. Oh, you will? Yeah. I'll see you there.
Press is holding.
Okay, where do you want us to go?
I think it's gone.
Let's hold right here. We're going to go back to Lisa.
media, come stand by me.
US media, please, could you be on a side?
By me.
UAE media, please, could you be on a side?
Travels, brother. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'll see you on the other side. Yeah.
U.S. media on this side, UAE on this side.
UAE over here. US right here. Sorry, look at my armpit. That's what that smells like? Hey, Larly, Alex. All my lovely are going to immediately. That was clear from the beginning.
Yes, ma'am. Understand. Understand.
Bart. What is this? All right, what no, we're just going in though.
Our game plan is when they are ready for us, we'll go into the round table. We have a divided area for the American media. Please watch your steps to the back. Please follow this team to our spot. Stay together. And then after the round table, we'll go to cars. And then we'll go to the stadium. Have a separate entrance on the left.
We're on the left, and he's also on the left. And we're ready.
Here, go ahead. I got three.
Plenty of room there for us, guys.
Watch your step, watch your step, watch your step, watch your step.
Mr. President, yesterday we came together to mark the announcement of US 5 gigawatt AI campus, and to have you join us in inaugurating the 1 gigawatt AI cluster, a historic step forward in the UAE-US partnership on artificial intelligence. This initiative represents billions of dollars in sales, technology investment in U.S. companies, and places our partnership at the forefront of the innovation economy. Joining me today are many of the UAE key business and government leaders. Mr. President, this group represents over $3 trillion. Last year. Source of foreign direct investment into the U.S. following this year's announcement of $1.4 trillion committed to the U.S. economy. After hearing from business leaders across key sectors just before this meeting, I'm pleased to announce additional major initiatives, Mr. President. Emirates Global Aluminum is investing $4 billion to build a new smelter in Oklahoma. Ittihad has 34 new Boeing ADNOC and XRG are committing tens of billions of dollars to expand U.S. energy infrastructure. And in healthcare, M42 is partnering with Oracle and the Cleveland Clinic to launch an AI platform that will transform patient care. These projects stand as a testament to our shared vision for innovation and growth. Mr. President, the UAE deeply values its strategic partnership with the United States. Like you, we believe in thinking big and moving fast. We are proud of what we have built together. and look forward to what comes next. Thank you.
Thank you very much, and it's an honor to be with so many great business people and friends of mine from great business people and friends of mine from this area and from back in the United States. You came, and it's an honor that you did. This has been an amazing 4-day period, I think like none other. There's never been anything like it, actually. And I'm quoting sources that don't particularly prefer me. There has not been anything like what we've done in the last 4 days. But I want to thank His Highness, and I want to also thank His Highness Sheikh Tahnoon for welcoming us to this beautiful, beautiful palace, beautiful place. Just generally, thank you all. Thank you very much. It was very exciting. I also want to recognize all of the officials here from the area, as well as the many extraordinary business leaders with us today. We have some of the biggest business leaders, and they've been here over the last couple of days. And, you know, there's a great relationship with Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. There's great friendships. I can tell you that at the top level, the relationship and friendship is good. It's a really unified Middle East. It's something that we haven't seen. The U.S. was absent for 4 years. We didn't really know too much what we were doing for 4 years, and things were not going good. Other people were courting the Middle East, but they won't even waste their time in courting them any longer. The people in this room have helped commence between the United States and United Arab Emirates grow $34 billion a year, America's second highest total in the Middle East, and catching, I mean, going, but, you know, the other one's going up very quickly also. The United States has also put $19.5 billion trade surplus with UAE, and we are really thriving economically. And over the last period of time, we started it 8 years ago, the relationship, then it was interrupted, as you know, it was sadly interrupted, and not much happened. Nothing happened, actually. But the relationship is now at a much higher level than it ever was, and it's going to only go in one direction because of the relationship. We have American companies, we have Exxon, Oracle, RTX, Qualcomm, and many others, too many to name. Disney, I see the new theme park is going to be incredible. Bob Iger was in my office the other day, and he was showing it to me. It's going to be incredible. But we're making great progress toward a $1.4 trillion that UAE has announced that it intends to spend in the United States over the next couple of years. Yesterday, the two countries also agreed to create a path for UAE to buy some of the world's most advanced AI semiconductors from American companies, a very big contract. This will generate billions and billions of dollars in business and accelerate the UAE's plans to become a really major player in artificial intelligence. And I read where the oil and gas and oil is great, but you're going to have equally big and maybe even bigger at some point. You'll be surpassing it with AI and other businesses. So that's a great tribute to the job you've done here. The United Arab Emirates is also making incredible strides in industries like energy, real estate, and manufacturing. And I see it just in the drive out. And when you look at this building is amazing. We were here last night in the big auditorium, and it's amazing. There's really nothing like it. The global aluminum from the Emirates has been the talk of the aluminum business. They're very big with aluminum. And now they're going to be spending a tremendous amount of money in one of my favorite places, Oklahoma, on expansion. And I said, just build your plant inside the United States and you have no tariffs. And that's exactly what they're doing. And that's what many, many companies are doing, the auto companies, all of them. There's never been anything like what's happening right now to the United States, I can tell you. Nothing. There's never been anything like it. We're at a level that no country has seen, I don't believe. We have, I mean, every time I meet, I usually increase it by about $1 trillion because we get news of another investment, but we're probably in the 12 to 13 trillion dollar range of investments, and you can have a administration go for years and not have anything like that, and not only not that, have less than $8 trillion, and I think we're heading toward the 12 to 13 trillion dollar between projects already announced, mostly announced, but some are going to be announced very shortly, and literally very shortly. And two things are the factor. Number one, November 5th, that was the election. We had the most successful election that, in memory, they said one of the major media sources said the most consequential election in 129 years, and that gives us a mandate. It gives us a mandate to do the right things for businesses. We can do what we want to do because there's so much incompetence shown in the last 4 years that people just don't want it. They don't want to have that anymore, whether it's the border where people pour into our country without being even checked or looked at. 21 million people, many of them are not the people you want. I'm going to be very nice because this is a little bit different setting, but they're not the people you want. But we now have 99.9% closed. Nobody thought that was possible. We had a very successful border the first time. I won the election the first time in 2016 because of the border. We made it very good, very fast, but now it's even at a new level because I built hundreds of miles of wall, which we didn't have in the first election because I hadn't started that yet. But we will soon have a very safe country. We're getting people out. We need help from the courts. The courts are trying to think that they're taking privilege that they shouldn't have. That was not what the election was all about. The election was they want people that shouldn't be there, people that are criminals in many cases. They want them out. They want them out. We're going to get them out fast. We just reached a fantastic trade deal, as you know, with the United Kingdom, which was wonderful. And we have another big one that we just reached with China. The China deal is a very big deal. It's in the process of continuing to be formed. But they wanted to make that deal very badly. And we have, at the same time, 150 countries that want to make a deal, but you're not able to see that many countries. So at a certain point over the next 2 to 3 weeks, I think Scott and Howard will be sending letters out, essentially telling people, it would be very fair, but we'll be telling people what they'll be paying to do business in the United States. So essentially be paying to be doing business in the United States. I guess you could say they could appeal it, but for the most part, I think we're going to be very fair. But it's not possible to meet the number of people that want to see us. And but this was coming to UAE was very important. Coming to Saudi Arabia and Qatar was very important to me because of personal relationships that I had, maybe more than anything else. So it's been an amazing period of time. People have said very, very, I mean, I don't know, we're developing a lot of fans, but people have said they've never seen anything like's taken place over the last 4 days in terms of investment, in terms of the kind of money coming back into the United States. And all that money, the money is a nice word, but it's really jobs. We have jobs that are at a level that we very soon will not be able to, nobody can duplicate it. And people want to be our partner. They want to be investing in the United States. And they weren't doing that. They weren't happy with the United States for a pretty long period of time. So we've done something that I'm very proud of. We'll be heading back now, and I look forward to that. We'll go back to D.C. I just had a little announcement of a beautiful grandchild, a boy, Tiffany and Michael. So we're very excited about that. I look forward to that. I probably should have left yesterday, but I couldn't disappoint you. Your father would have been extremely upset with me, and you would have been more upset.
He would have understood.
We had such a beautiful evening, and they planned it so beautifully. I said, I'm going to have to wait just a little bit. But the way we were treated by your family, the way we were treated by Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and others has just been so I'm very proud to to be representing the United States of America. And thank you all for being here. And media, thank you very much. You've been very fair. Thank you very much.
Mr.